Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna show you how to make your digital negative. This image, you'll notice, already has a bunch of layers on it. I did some like blurring, selective blurring. I added some text. I added this kind of fake wet plate look border. So I'm not gonna go into the details of how I did that. I'm just gonna show you, if this was what you had, how to make this into a digital negative. So first thing you're gonna do is make sure that it's black and white. So you can go to your little yin yang here. You can also do it up here, but I like controlling everything with my individual layers. So I'm gonna go here, and there's a few different ways you can make your image black and white. You can either go to black and white, you can do hue saturation and dial the saturation down. I'm gonna go to black and white right here. Okay, and there's the default version. You can go ahead and click through and see what looks best for your particular image. And again, think about how much contrast you want in your final image. I think I like this one, so I'm gonna stick with this. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is invert my image, and this is where I'm actually making it into a negative. And I'm adding the invert. Okay, great. And then I need to, what else do I need to do? I need to flip this image, so I'm gonna go ahead and flatten it. I'm gonna right click and say flatten. Make sure, by the way, that you guys are saving these as separate files, so that way you're not flattening and inverting your nice working file. All right, so here's my image, and I need to, let's see, Control A. Let me see if I can just transform it. I might need to duplicate it. I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate it because it'll make it faster. Control J to duplicate, and then I'm going to Control T, right click, flip horizontal. And then that makes my text backwards, so that way it turns out the correct direction in my print. And then the very last thing I need to do is I need to size this. So you can just go ahead and save this as a JPEG. File, save a copy. And let's see, I'm gonna call this copy digital negative. And you can go ahead and save that, and then you can open up this printing file, and you can add it here, insert image, upload from computer, and let's see, somewhere here it is, my digital negative. Okay, you can decide how you want this on the page. My image is not an 8x10. Okay, so you can decide if you want to make this as big as possible, but this is the size that it's going to print out for you. So you can just size it here. You can also size things in Photoshop if you want to. So let me go ahead and grab, if I were going to size it in Photoshop, I would go to my crop tool here, and I would choose width, height, resolution. I want to make it 8x10 at 300. And as you can see, for this image, I either need to crop off some of the edges, or I can print outside of it as well, is another option. Okay? But I think it's also easy just to put it onto the slideshow for printing. And then just whatever you see here is what you get. Oh, I lost the slideshow. Okay, and then let me show you with one more image that wasn't already black and white, just to make it a little bit more obvious. Where'd the original bird go? Go ahead and open up an image here. Here's a color image. All right, so, that one has a bunch of stuff on it. No, I don't want to save it. All right, so here's my color image. Again, I could go ahead and crop it right from the beginning if I want to, if you really wanted to fill the entire frame. So I have 8x10, you could also crop it this direction. You know, whatever you want, do whatever crop you want. And then we're going to make it black and white. Again, right here, black and white. Go through here, pick what is best for your picture. You know, what version looks best, because what you see here is what you're gonna get, okay? Then you're going to invert, okay? And then finally, I'm going to right click flatten. And then I think the easiest way to flip it is to, I don't think I can hit Control T. Yeah, I have to Control J to duplicate, Control T to transform, right click, flip horizontal, and then I can save this. Save a copy. I'm gonna apply it. And this is my digital negative 8x10. Just make sure you're not saving over your original file, right? Because you might want that color version to use later. And then you can go ahead and put this onto your printing slide. Let me find that again. And I'll post these instructions here for you. Okay, here's my slides to add it to. And I will just find a blank slide. So I'm going to add it here to this image. Insert image, upload from computer. And I think there it is. And this one I sized exactly 8 by 10, so it should fill the entire frame. Okay, and that's it.